Hi, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be going over my March reads. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a wrap up. I read 7 books this month. These books were pretty good. I had 3 5-star reads, which since I didn't read that many books, having 3 5 stars definitely made up for it. I'm super excited to share those with you. I'm gonna go in order based off of what I read first, and we'll kind of go from there. I'll do a couple of like little mini reviews because a lot of these are in a series, so I don't want to spoil anything. Here we go. So I started off my month with a little YA rom-com read. It is called The Bodyguard by Katherine. I didn't like it that much at all, unfortunately. If you love it, I'm so sorry. We can agree to disagree. I didn't really like it. I'm looking at my Goodreads now as I go. I actually rated it a 2-star, but I honestly don't really remember anything about it other than halfway through I'm there skimming pages, which I hate to do, but also hate to DNF books. I think that is a telltale sign right there that I don't like a book. Gave it a 2-star on Goodreads. Honestly, I think I should change it to a 1-star because it just really didn't do it for me. I feel like the characters didn't really have much chemistry. It was paced kind of slow. I didn't really care for the female main character or the male main character. It just wasn't it for me, and that's kind of it. I just think it wasn't my preference. Next, we're gonna go into my Shatter Me series that I've been reading. I read book 4, which is Resore Me, and this was my least favorite of the series so far. I am still on the last one. I'm hoping to be wrapping that up in the next couple of days. As for book 4, I feel like this one was super slow paced. I feel like we didn't really get anything out of it. It just wasn't that interesting. I don't know what happened. I love our characters, of course, because I am loving this series. But for some reason, this one just felt like we were at a standstill and nothing really was happening to advance the story, I guess. As I said, I do still love our characters and I love this series in general. So I did end up giving it a 3-star, but it just wasn't my favorite at all, especially coming off of Ignite Me, where I feel there was just so much character development. This one just felt kind of lacking. My next read was Defy Me, which is book 5 in the Shatter Me series. And this is where I feel things finally started to pick up the pace again. Like we were on the right page. The character development was finally getting out of that standstill and starting to get good again. I loved it. So that one I ended up giving a 4-star. Again, I'm going to be very vague with my descriptions because this is the middle of a series and I don't want to spoil anything. So my next read, which if you've seen my tier list of the books that I read from the beginning of the year to that point, you will already know about this. It's The Favorites by Layne. Fargo. So good. So good. I can't stop raving about it. I love it so much. This was actually an infinite star read for me. It was that good. I loved it. It follows our main character, Kat, and our male main character, Heath, just where they started in ice dancing from the beginning, during, and to the end of the book, where a big thing happens. Again, being vague, because that's kind of how it is in the little blurb on the back. You are also following this documentary that was not supposed to be released, and this is all 10 years in the present. As this documentary is happening, Kat is going to ultimately tell her story of the events that happened. So if you're into sort of like toxic relationships and competition, this is like sports competition, I think you'll love it. I'm a huge fan of Magnolia Parks and that whole universe and all of Jessa Hastings' writing because of how toxic and just complex and messy the characters are. So if you're a fan of that, I really think you'll be a fan of this. It's a lot different. I'm not saying it's the same by any means. You still kind of get those elements of messiness and I love it. Next was Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. Also amazing. Loved this one, loved everything about it. Can't tell you too much because this is the conclusion of a duology, but I can say the character development, the banter between the characters, every single thing in this was perfect for me. I think my only complaint was that it wasn't longer. I think I said that in my tier list video too. Definitely recommend that duology as a whole. The first one, Heartless Hunter, was actually in my top 5, I think, of all the books I read in 2024, which was over 100, so I really loved it. Next is The Off Limits Rule by Sarah Adams. It was not my favorite Sarah Adams book. It was also not my least favorite Sarah Adams book. I was just kind of getting the ick with both of our main characters, to be honest. The story in itself was really cute, and I loved the story. There was just some parts that I couldn't get past. It just made me cringe a little too much. I did rate it a 3-star though. It wasn't horrible. It just was not my favorite. The last one, last but not least, Sunrise on the Reaping, Suzanne Collins. Amazing. This is definitely one of those infinite stars. It is in my top 5 of the year so far. I've read 20 books, I think, so far this year. This is in the top 5, 100%. If you haven't read Hunger Games, I don't want to spoil anything for you, so this is the end of the video. If you have read Hunger Games, I'm still not going to spoil anything about this book in particular, but you will know that this is Haymitch's story of his Hunger Games. I could not put this book down. I was crying from chapter 3. I sobbed the whole entire way through. Even though you know what's coming the whole entire time, it doesn't make it hurt any less. It hurts so bad. I'm not going to spoil anything that happens. I don't want to say too much either because it is very new. It just came out. If you're going to be reading this, and you should, definitely be prepared to cry because holy crap, it was emotional. It made me cry more than any of the other ones. Keep that in mind. But yes, infinite star. Everybody needs to read this. It was amazing. But there are all of my reads for the month of March. If you would like to see more from me, definitely go follow me over on Bookstagram at April Schwoerer. I'm also on Goodreads at April Schwoerer. So if you want to see the second I finish a book, that's where to go. Also recently posted an April TBR. So this is going to be all of the books that I am reading for the month of April. I did a little TBR jar, picks my reads, and it was so much fun. I also have a lot of new releases on there that I'm going to be reading. Definitely check that out. And again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm having so much fun making these videos, and I hope you're having fun watching them too. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!